Hello, Mitzvah. So today I want to talk to you about herbs. Okay, we had a session on brain health, and the specialist I invited spoke about brain health from how to support brain health using food, and he explained there that we need lipids, we need that the brain needs lipids, omega 3. It needs vitamins, especially vitamin B complex. And then he explained the food sources of these items. Now, what I'm going to do is to tell you the herbs that support brain health. And one of the most powerful ones is sage. Perhaps you don't know how sage looks like. And so I have planted it in this garden and it is available here. This is how sage looks like. Yeah, it's grayish and powdery. The leaves are kind of powdery, but anyway, they have no powder. It's just they are velvetish. Perhaps that is a better expression. Velvetish, and this is how they look. This is a very powerful herb. It grows very easily, it spreads very fast, does not need care. It's like a weed actually. So then what do you do? What does it have? Sage has a component, a compound. There's no need to know the name. If you want to know the name, you can find it in the internet easily. It has a compound that inhibits the production of an enzyme that interferes with neurotransmitters. Now, neurotransmitters are the nerves, they are parts of nerves that communicate, make it possible for one nerve to communicate with another. So there's an enzyme that is produced in the brain that can block the proper functioning of these neurotransmitters. So sage has a compound that inhibits the production of that enzyme. And that's why it's so useful to take some sage every day in your daily regimen of food. So that thing is what makes it so powerful. Sage, of course, is an anti-inflammatory. Anything that is anti-inflammatory is good for the gut, good for the body, good for the brain. Sage also protects the nerves. Yeah, it protects the nerves from damage, especially brain nerves. So they are always exposed to free radicals. So that means it has antioxidant compounds that protect the nerve from the free radicals which cause cancer and just interfere with brain function. So it's very useful. Now the funny thing is that the other herb I'm going to tell you about is rosemary, and they have the same qualities, but of course they function a bit differently. But one thing they have in common is that they support the bladder. It is very funny that these two herbs that support the bladder also support the brain. I don't know what the connection is. My research has not reached there, but I just found it funny that sage supports the bladder so that the bladder doesn't loosen up with age, and also rosemary does the same, and they both support the brain. So then please include this. You can buy it very easily from the shops that sell herbs, and you just put it in a pot or in the ground and it will just grow. You don't even need to bother watering it. Sage will just grow. And then you only need how to use it for 4 to 5 leaves. You see what I have harvested. This is sufficient for a cup. Yeah, sufficient for a cup. You just boil it. You can boil it with rosemary, with lemongrass, or you can add it, you can chop it up and put it in your stews. So let's say this is enough for a plate. So if you're cooking for more people, you need a bit more. You can also be dried and sprinkled on beef. It's good for savory dishes, savory dishes, not for sweet things. So you can use it for stews, you can use it to marinate meat, can be used to marinate fish, chicken, and just even bean stews, and also drunk as a tea. So tomorrow I plan to include it in my herbal tea in the morning. So I hope you have learned something and you're going to